The last financial statement that you're going to prepare is the balance sheet. The balance sheet, you're going to pick up all of your assets, your liabilities, and your new retained earnings number. The majority of the information is going to come from your balance sheet column. Keep in mind that you've already utilized your retained earnings and your dividends number on another statement. So do not pick those up again when you're doing your balance sheet. When you're doing your balance sheet, again, you're going to put the company name, you're going to put the name of the financial statement, but note here, the balance sheet is the exact date. It's a snapshot. So do not put for the year ending on your balance sheet. I'll take off a few points for that. Remember that your balance sheet is as of a certain date. So just put the date on the balance sheet. When you do your balance sheet, you're going to do your assets into current assets and property, plant, and equipment. So your current assets are going to be your cash, your accounts receivable, your office supplies, and your prepaid rent. All you're doing is you're taking the balances from your balance sheet column and you're plugging those in onto your balance sheet. So note that the cash balance of $148,376 is the cash balance on your balance sheet. Your worksheet is there to give you guidance and to help you to complete your financial statements. So you're going to list all of your current assets and get a subtotal. You're then going to label property, plant, and equipment. You're going to pick up your office equipment and put that in. You're going to subtract your accumulated depreciation. That gives you a subtotal. And then to get your total assets, you're going to add your current assets and the net of your office equipment less your accumulated depreciation. And that will give you total assets. Remember that for your balance sheet to be in balance, the accounting equation comes into play and your total assets must equal your total liabilities. After you finish the asset section of your balance sheet, you're now going to complete the liabilities. List all of your liabilities. The majority of your liabilities are current liabilities. It's going to be accounts payable, unearned revenue, income taxes payable, salaries payable, and interest payable. And then you're going to list those accounts and their totals that you get from your worksheet. And then you get a subtotal for your current liabilities. Your note payable is your long-term liability. So you're going to plug that amount in under long-term liabilities. And then you're going to do your total liabilities. Your total liabilities is the sum of your current liabilities and your long-term liabilities. Then you're going to do your stockholders' equity section. Your stockholders' equity section of your balance sheet is your common stock. You get that directly from your worksheet. But this is where I want you to make sure you pick up the right number. Your retained earnings number does not come from the worksheet. It comes from your retained earnings statement. So remember that this is a calculated number, not a number off of your worksheet. So this $20,712 is going to come from here. When you plug that amount in, you get your stockholders' equity. That is the sum of your common stock and your retained earnings. So your total liabilities and stockholders' equity, you're going to take your total liabilities plus your stockholders' equity, and that gives you total liabilities and stockholders' equity. In order to make sure that you're correct, your total assets need to equal your total liabilities and stockholders' equity. Once that is complete, your assets equal your liabilities plus your stockholders' equity, your accounting equation in play, then you will have completed this assignment.